hell of a team. Obviously, they off to a hot start. They 2-0. They got hell of a players over there. They got a defense that's flying around. Definitely look impressive on tape. I'm excited to go back. Definitely a special player.
Do you think it's fair to say that offenses are a step or two behind defenses early in the season? Is that normal? Is that just this year? How do you see it?
I mean, I feel like where the league is right now, it's just so much talent in the league. You're going to see a lot of shell. Back in the day, obviously, it was a lot more with coverage man, with two or whatever. But these days, depending on what people got, too. Like, we got a lot of horses in the stable, so playing a shell coverage is somewhat safe and mixing it up throughout the game. Obviously, try to keep us on our toes, but predominantly set to kind of keep things in front of them is what's expected. Just in general, not necessarily just.
How much is that just like you got to get to know CJ, vice versa, and just new bodies in the locker room also contributing to it?
I just think it's just a combination of football at the end of the day is football, but it's more detailed than what people like to believe. People ain't just running around finding space, but definitely just get on the same pace consistently and just staying at it, chopping wood.
Steph, I think you have been back to Minnesota before, right? Did you?
No, we played them actually in Buffalo.
Yeah.
So I haven't been back actually.
Oh, okay. So it was in Buffalo. Mm-hmm. Just kind of whatever feelings you have for your time there. I know the fan support is remarkable there. What did you think about your experience playing?
I had a great time there. Minnesota Nice was always a thing I'm always thankful, especially that was the first thing that took a chance when they drafted me. Y'all mind backing up a little bit? There we go. Y'all get a little tight on me. But I had a hell of a time there. The people were amazing. I kind of look forward to going back. We won't have too much time, but to see some people that I knew, some familiar faces. The team doesn't look exactly how it used to look, but it's some familiar faces over there. Harry's still over there, some of those people that was there when I came in. It's definitely an exciting time, kind of nostalgic, I guess, a little bit going back. But we going there on business too.
Pre-snap, they show a lot with Brian Flores.
Yeah, hell.
So in terms of just deciphering what's real and what's not, obviously a lot of that's for the offensive lineman for CJ, but just for all of you guys, what is the defense, the challenge that presents?
Playing fast, seeing that he didn't necessarily bounce around, but he coming from that Patriots tree. We also spent that time in Miami. I played him year in and year out, a lot of zero. You don't know what you're going to get. You got to play what you see. Don't kind of get ahead of yourself, too. You don't want to chase goals out there. If it's zero, it's zero. If it's not, it's not. But run your route according to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still got to get open. You still got to be running real fast. You got to be on the same page with the quarterback. So something that we've had a conversation throughout the week, and won't be chasing ghosts. You know what I'm saying? If it's there, have answers. As a quarterback, that's more the quarterback than anybody. It's echo to the receivers. Get to your spot.
To follow up on that, I mean, you haven't played obviously in Buffalo and saw that Miami defense when Byron was coaching it. How much have you been able to kind of like explain to your teammates just kind of their rules and what to expect and what not to expect?
It was a lot different then. I think since he got to Minnesota a little bit, I'm not going to say he doesn't do – I would personally say he doesn't do as much blitz zero as he used to do. Mm-hmm. Shit, when we were playing Miami before, it seemed like every play was blitz zero. And they were doing it play in and play out. Having corners is a big thing. So when you playing zero, it's usually bang bang or something like that. Secure tackles, make guy miss type thing if you want offense. But Minnesota, he got a role in it, and those guys are on the same page out there. So might not see it as much, might see it a lot, might see it a little bit. So you just never know what you're going to expect. He has a Rolodex that he likes to play, but he has some strong coverages that you will see consistently that if you watch on tapes.
I know you're a fan of obviously just the game of football. When you watch Justin Jefferson, how good of a wide receiver is he?
He's a hell of a receiver. Like nothing short of exceptional is what I like to say. He accounts for 50% of their offense, so that says a lot about it. Not only just a player, but offense. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a guy that you need to get the ball to. And he's going to be definitely a task for our defense. You know what I'm saying? But they say the good receivers you can't stop them for long. You only can control them for a little bit. So
just a few more. You mentioned nostalgic feeling kind of going back to Minnesota. Is there any particularly favorite memory that you have from your time there?
Obviously, we got some good memories of there, but it's crazy because it was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That whole decade. So for me, I kind of remember just being a young cat as far as with a lot of the other receivers. Guys that have been traveled since, like Adam Thielen. And, he's been with Carolina ever since. And, guys I came with like Teddy Bridgewater, who he's coaching now. So nostalgic is for real. You know what I'm saying? So obviously it's a lot of great memories with some great people. So I enjoyed my time there. I'll never forget.
You came in with Daniil as well.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. You ever think about the fact that two guys from that draft class about a decade ago now key members of this Texans team?
Nah, I never really think about that. I mean, I kind of like, I'm a person that tries to think as little as possible. You know what I'm saying? Not attach my personal feelings to a lot of things, just get ready to go to work. But, you know, it's obviously something you can't avoid or can't ignore going back to Minnesota, where I spent the majority of my career and, you know, being a young guy. They took a real chance on me. So I'm forever thankful for that. You know, I look forward to going back, seeing some familiar faces, and trying to get a dub.
I know it's still early, but how familiar are you getting with this offense?
It's good. I mean, still saying it's early. You know, we had training camp, spent a lot of time in the off season. It's rolling, and that's what I will say. It's something consistently you're gonna have to do each and every day. But it's something I enjoy. I come in here with a smile and I get ready to grind. But I'm not gonna say I'm getting comfortable, but I'm getting comfortable. I'm learning. I'm in the process.
Your start to this season, I mean, you got to be feeling pretty damn good right now. And then winning the special teams player of the week was a big to win that.
Yeah. I was telling a bunch of my teammates, you know, just enjoy the moment, savor it. But it's back to work. You know, we got Minnesota coming up, and that's our focus right now.
Are you hitting kicks from deeper than ever before? Have you done anything different to allow that, or what?
I wouldn't say that. I think it's mental approach, not overswinging on the longer ones. But yeah, just taking the opportunities. You know, when the team needs it, it's got to hit it.
When we've talked to your teammates after the game, I mean, all position groups are talking about what you did, watching what you did, earning that kind of respect as a kicker. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I just enjoy coming out and working with my teammates every day. It means a lot for them to trust me like that, and I'm going to continue to do that, trust my routine, and keep at it.
And how much do you want to be out there when it's 55 or 59 or game on the line or whatever?
Absolutely. I think it's part of the job to want that pressure, want that responsibility. So, yeah, I look forward to it.
You talked about the mental side of it, and CJ was mentioning, I think it was Sunday night, about you having ice in your veins. Mm-hmm. Where does that come from, that mental approach and sort of that calm that you go up there with when it's time to knock it out?
I learned a lot from CJ, honestly, I think he said like a calm, competitive nature or something like that. He had a great quote. But yeah, just calmness underneath the surface, the confidence to know that you can deal with whatever comes up, whether make or miss. I know who I am, and I can deal with anything that comes my way.
Is there any extra pressure or anything like in the day of analytics where teams are going for it on fourth? There's been twice where it's been 4th and 1 and D'Amico's kicked a 50-plus yard field goal. Does that kind of confidence make you feel any type of way as a kicker?
I don't really think about that in depth. It's just, you know, when the field goal unit gets called, I go take the field like whatever it is, whether it's PAT, 25-yarder, 59-yarder. Yeah, I try to approach my routine the same way.
Was there anything, we haven't talked to you since the new kickoff rules. Is there anything, I don't want to say annoying, but having to adjust kickoffs and focus? I compared it to like you were like a golfer on the side working on his short game when I'd watch you do that, as opposed to being able to just whip out the driver and hit the 50-yard bomb.
I thought it was more fun, honestly.
It's
like a new game that everyone's trying to figure out a new strategy for. So kickers especially, it was kind of just one swing, and now we got to add different clubs to the bag, golf analogy wise. But yeah, it's fun.
So it makes it makes it a little bit more fun practice being out there by yourself. You got
Definitely.
Other stuff to do.
Exactly, more stuff to work on.
Appreciate you, man.
Obviously, you're not making these kicks by yourself. I know it takes 11, but snapper, holder, there's that special relationship amongst the three of you guys. You spend so much time together. How much confidence did they give you, knowing that they're going to do their job beautifully as well?
Yeah, it's a special thing for me to be able to take the field and not have to worry about all of that. It's just kind of natural, and those guys do such a great job. It's a thankless job, like you never really hear about them. Weeks and Tommy never get enough credit for that, and I'm blessed to be able to work with them.
Tommy teed it up and like to be sweet. He looks like he's adapted that really nice.
Yeah, and the celebrations are fun after too. Yeah.
You think it's gonna be like?
I mean, I'm just going out there and just, you know, playing defense. I'm not really thinking about college or anything like that. Just going out there trying to win.
What do you see from him as a receiver? Just his skills, the way he approaches the game?
I mean, he one of the best in the league. You know how to get open, so I try to minimize it.
How much do you like that level of challenge, knowing that you get to match up against one of the guys who is absolutely elite, and your coaches are saying that you kind of welcome that challenge?
I mean, I feel like anybody on defense is always looking for a challenge, whether it's any kind of matchup or something that they got going on themselves. So, mean, look forward to it.
I know it's not about college, but obviously LSU is a brotherhood. How would you kind of describe your relationship just in general?
Man, I don't really talk to him. He much older, but LSU is LSU. We always keep in touch a little bit, but not too much.
In that program, how is he regarded? Just a lot of great players that come out of that program. How is he thought of?
Man, he making plays every week, so they obviously look at him, Jamar, all the receivers that come out. Like you got a couple rookies that's in the league now. Like they look at them the same way. So I mean, you make plays, they gonna put you on the pedestal.
Well, obviously I got history there, but it's still another game. It's the next one up, so just want to put on the show.
You've done it all. You've been a starter. You've been a backup.
Yeah.
If you have to start, have a heavy workload, how ready do you feel for a lot of carries?
I'm ready. Yeah. You don't got to get ready when you stay ready. So I've been preparing for this moment, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready to take advantage.
Hey, Matt, this seems like such a great fit for you from the beginning, just culture-wise and stuff. Kind of how has that affected you and maybe your outlook towards the game after the road back to get back to football after the injuries?
I would say it just made me appreciate it more. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can take for granted the ability that God has blessed you with and the situation that He's put you in, but never. I can't say I have or didn't, but now I'm putting my best foot forward. Let's put it like that. If I haven't before, I'm doing it now for sure.
And what do you sense about? What do you sense about? So many people in this room talk about everybody's excited for everyone else and their success. Have you felt that here when you've done a good job here?
Absolutely. It's a team. It's the true definition of a team. We can't. No one person can do it on their own. So why not be happy for the next man?
And you could have played for either one of these teams. The Vikings had an opportunity too. What kind of made your decision? Obviously, you're living here, training here, but what kind of went into that?
A lot went into it, but I'm happy to be here. I'm happy for the opportunity that they gave me as well when I was with them. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun to go back and see those guys and ultimately compete against them.
Knowing them the way that you do, what can you say about the matchup challenges they present for you from on the defensive side?
Flo do a lot of different stuff defensively. He calls a lot of different schemes and they execute well. They got some good guys over there, good defenders, good players. So we got to be on our A game. We got to come to work to go to work and make plays.
Does the familiarity help?
Say it again.
Does the familiarity help that you know their personnel and you know kind of what they might want to do?
Game planning helps. Game planning, looking at what they do, the tendencies, what they like to do, the blitzes. Our game plan to help and being on top of the game plan. Slow said in the first meeting this morning, make sure we study this week because it's going to pay off.
D'Amico Ryan's alluded to earlier about how tough of a place it is to play.
Yeah.
So you've been there before. What is it that makes it so special? That school chain and everything that kind of embodies that.
I would say it's a football culture there. You know what I mean? It's a real football culture. It's loud. The fans love the Vikings. So we got to come in, be on our A game mentally because it is going to be loud. It is going to be. It can be a distraction if you let it. So we got to make sure we're ready.